folks, it is the last video of 2019. It is New Year's Eve, and 2019 was quite a year for me, and there were a lot of lessons. I want to kind of take the approach, and I think everybody, more people, should take the approach of, we have bad moments in life. We had bad moments during the day. We have bad moments in the run of a day. Sometimes those moments add up, but generally we don't have bad days. People say, I've had bad days. I had a bad year. No, you didn't have a bad year. You probably had bad moments in the year. And we tend to dwell on those bad moments. And I'm going to, in my mind at least, and maybe some of you can relate to this, and maybe some of you can try this, and I'm going to take the approach that they weren't bad moments, they weren't bad days, bad weeks, bad months, bad year. They were lessons. They were things that I learned. There was a lot of lessons in 2019 for me, from a business standpoint, from a professional standpoint, love standpoint. I learned a lot in 2019. So I want to thank everybody who was negative. I want to thank everybody who turned on me. Not that anyone turned on me, but the people who were hard on me, the people who were negative, the people who said and did things that I didn't necessarily agree with. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for those lessons in life. I learned a lot about humans. I learned a lot about human nature. I learned a lot about people. I learned that everything is my fault. Biggest lesson of 2019, everything's my fault, and I take responsibility for everything that goes wrong in my life, but also everything that goes right in my life. And I think we need to move that forward into 2020. We need to stop worrying about what other people think. We need to stop living our lives for other people and for the likes. We need to start living our lives for happiness and for growth and for development. I think that the most important thing that I'm going to do in 2020, and let me just say this too. Every year at this time, I notice on social media and in general, people tend to take a real negative attitude towards goal setting, towards New Year's resolutions. I'm seeing all kinds of posts. I'm going to improve my health. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to be the best version of me in 2020. Ha ha ha. Generally, what I've noticed and what I've learned about people is the people who are trashing people who are trying to better themselves are generally people that aren't bettering themselves. They're generally negative people. And I've said this before. It's interesting that people who whine and complain are generally whining and complaining to other people who whine and complain. The only people that are listening to you complain are other complainers. And losers tend to hang around with losers, and winners tend to hang around with winners. And I want to be a winner in 2020. So my strategy for 2020 is not worry about what other people think, is to continue helping people, whether there are certain people that don't like the message or don't like the approach and don't like my energy. I can't help you. And that's fine. I'm not for you. I get it. And we're not for everybody. But I'm not going to worry about those people. I'm going to focus on the people that get it. I'm going to focus on the people that understand that my message is being delivered in a way, because that's who I am. First of all, I'm not going to change who I am. But my goal is to help people. My goal is to help people be the best versions of themselves. My goal is to help people be better. And I know that starts with not accepting excuses anymore. No more excuses, none, zero. I know that starts with goal setting and strategies to make 2020 better. My thing is this: if you can be better today than you were yesterday, you are successful. And if you can be better tomorrow than you were today, you are successful, and you will continue to be successful. That's what a strategy for 2020 looks like. That's what my strategy looks like for 2020. I'm going to make a point to make sure that every day is better than the day before. One way or another, I write down very clear strategies, very clear targets, very clear goals for the month, for 3 months, for 6 months, 9 months in the year. I write them down. I'm very clear about them. And then I have tactics that go along with helping me to reach those goals. It's easy for me to sit here and say, I'm going to be super healthy. I'm going to be lean. I'm going to have this type of a body. But I can't do that without the tactics. The tactics are where the gold is. The tactics are the hardest part. I can't get the body that I want unless I have the tactics such as getting up earlier and doing my morning cardio, making sure that my food prep is done every Sunday and Wednesday religiously, making sure that I have a system in place that has basically structure so that I'm eating properly at all times and I'm never tempted, so that I get to the gym and do that religiously, so that I don't put myself in a position where I'm going to fall apart and fall to pieces and then blame everyone and everything around me. It's all my fault. So my strategy moving into 2020 is to be the best version of myself. And I don't think anybody on social media or anybody other no one has the right to make fun of or to judge someone who's trying to better themselves. It drives me crazy. That's the thing that drives me crazy. It drives me nuts when somebody who is perfectly okay with being average, perfectly okay with just existing, is making fun of somebody who is making goals and setting strategies and having New Year's resolutions, whatever you want to call it, but somebody who is trying to put into place some kind of a structure to be better, and there's people making fun of those people. That's ridiculous. Because again, it's amazing to me how negativity finds its partner and its other negative people. And that negative energy it just manifests and grows. Get away from the negative people. Make that a strategy for 2020. Stay away from those losers. Be the best version of yourself. Make those strategies, make those New Year's resolutions, make those goals and crush them. And if you fall short, that's okay. At least you put some tactics in place. At least you made some progress, but keep doing it. There was in the news yesterday, 80% of people never hit their New Year's resolutions. I don't care if you hit your New Year's resolution. The fact that you made one and the fact that you're trying is what matters. The key is to keep trying. The key is to not stop. The only failure is if you don't keep trying. Set a goal, crush it, or don't, but set another goal. Put into practice, put the tactics in place that get you closer to reaching that goal. I've had goals that I have set where I had the tactics in place and I've made my way towards that goal and then went like this. And guess what you do? You don't give up on the goal. You just reset the tactics. You reset the strategy. You hit reset, you pivot, you adjust. That's the key to ultimate success. The most successful people, I keep saying that the most successful people on the planet, in business, in sports, in life, have strategies. They have goals. They have targets that they need to attain and they need to hit, they need to achieve. They generally write everything down. This is nothing new. I am not promoting something that's mind-boggling new, but it is interesting to me to see how social media, and it's worse this year than ever, as far as I can see, social media has gotten on this bandwagon where they're poking at people that are setting strategies and setting goals and hitting, set the goals. It's proven that if you write the stuff down and if you've got goals and you have targets, it's proven that success rates go up if you write things down. If you write down goals and set targets and set short-term, medium-term, long-term goals. It's proven. This isn't something that people are just pulling out of their butts. Successful people tell other people to do it. But it's funny how people who are not so successful are telling people not to do it. So again, consider the source. Consider the source. That's another strategy for 2020. Don't listen to people who don't have any input or don't have any kind of, you are ultimately responsible for where you end up in life. And if you want to listen to other people's opinions, you're never going to achieve anything in your life. At least you're never going to be happy. Stop listening to other people. Focus on what you want. Focus on what makes you happy and make that your ultimate goal, ultimate strategy for 2020. But don't just say, I want to be happier in 2020. Put down tactics. Put down meaningful tactics. What can I do to be happier? Does it mean listening to better music? Does it mean cutting out some of the negative people, some of the poison in my life? Does it mean maybe leaving a job and getting another one? Does it mean starting your own business? Does it mean doing more meditation, more yoga? Whatever that looks like to you, do it. There's nothing to me in life that could possibly be worse than getting to an age where you are, sitting on the front porch, you're in your 80s, 90s, and looking back with regret. Regretting the things that you should have done, could have done, didn't do because you were worried about what other people think. You're worried about the likes. You're worried about getting the perfect angle. You're worried about what your mom said, what your dad said, what your brother said. Never mind. It's your life, and you only get one of them. So the strategy for 2020 is to make every day better than the day before. That is awesome. That is the way we should all live. I think everyone on the planet should live like that. Make tomorrow better than today. That's it. What that looks like is different for everybody. But be a little bit better tomorrow than you are today. Be a better person. Be a more loving person. Be a more giving person. Be a healthier person. Set some financial goals. Be a little more. Just do something that makes you a better version of you today. Better than yesterday, today. Better tomorrow than you are today. And do it over and over and over. That is the best life strategy that I can give to anyone. Starts with your health. You can't do any of that stuff if you're not healthy. So it starts with your health. Make your health a priority. Put you first when it comes to health. And then start building these strategies. Make a plan. Make a map. Draw it out. Have very strategic, very set, hard targets. And if you don't hit them, it's okay. But do everything you can to crush them. It's the journey. It's not necessarily the goal. It's not about crushing the end goal. If you do, yay, that's a bonus. Set another one right away. But if you don't reach it, that's okay. Pivot, adjust. But never stop trying. Never, ever give up. That is my message for life. Never give up. Never give up. It's too easy to give up. It's too easy to tap out. That's what everybody does. Don't be like everybody. Don't be like the sheep. Don't be a sheep. It just exists in life. And just give up. Keep trying. Keep working at it. Keep putting in the effort day after day after day. So my strategy for 2020 is to be the best version I could possibly be of myself. And that involves some very strategic goals and targets. And I'll let you in on that in another video in the new year. For now, Happy New Year's to everybody. I appreciate your support. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want my book, it's on Amazon.com. Go get the book. If you like these videos, please share them with people. I'd love to grow this in 2020. That is another one of my strategies. One of my goals is to reach more people. And this is the best venue that I can think of to get out to more people. I love YouTube and I love doing these videos for people. They're going to be a lot more in depth. It's not just going to be me sitting here talking. I'm going to do some more exercise videos, some more cooking videos, some things that, well, hopefully you will enjoy. They're all designed to help you be better. 2019. Bye-bye. 2020 coming up. Take care, guys. Happy New Year's, and we will see you on the other side.